Did you know your body is made up of over 37 trillion cells? It's true. Cells are the building blocks of life, and they're constantly working hard to keep you alive and healthy. But what makes them so special? Let's dive into the top 5 fascinating facts about cells that will blow your mind. Let's start with one of the most amazing parts of the cell, the mitochondria. Often called the powerhouses of the cell, mitochondria are responsible for creating energy in the form of ATP, which powers all cell activities. Without mitochondria, our cells wouldn't have the energy to perform essential functions like muscle movement, digestion, or even thinking. In fact, you can think of them like tiny factories inside your cells, turning food into usable energy that keeps everything running smoothly. Fact 2. Cells can divide to make more cells. Cell division. Next up, did you know that cells can actually make more of themselves? This process is called cell division. In a type of cell division called mitosis, one cell splits into 2 identical daughter cells. This is essential for growth, repair, and reproduction. Every time you get a cut, for example, your cells divide to repair the damage. And when you were growing taller as a kid, it was cell division making that happen. So, cells are always busy multiplying to keep us growing and staying healthy. Fact 3. A cell's DNA holds all the instructions. The nucleus. Now, let's talk about the nucleus, the brain of the cell. The nucleus contains DNA, which is the genetic code that gives the cell all its instructions. Think of it like a cookbook, where the DNA has all the recipes needed for the cell to make proteins and carry out all of its functions. This tiny part of the cell is responsible for guiding everything the cell does, from growing and producing energy to making new cells. If you look closely, DNA looks like a twisted ladder called a double helix. Isn't that cool? Fact 4. Plant cells have special features, chloroplasts and cell wall. Now, let's move on to plant cells. Did you know plant cells have some special parts that animal cells don't have? First, plant cells have a cell wall, which gives them their shape and structure. The cell wall acts like a protective barrier that keeps the plant upright and prevents it from collapsing. Another amazing feature of plant cells are chloroplasts. These green structures contain chlorophyll, the pigment that captures sunlight for photosynthesis, the process by which plants make their own food. Without chloroplasts, plants wouldn't be able to produce energy from sunlight. So, next time you see a plant, remember, it's not just sitting there, it's busy making food and energy thanks to its special cell parts. Fact 5. The mystery of unicellular organisms. Here's one last mind-blowing fact. Some organisms, like amoebas and bacteria, are unicellular, meaning they have only one cell. But did you know that a single cell can carry out all the functions necessary for life, from reproduction to responding to the environment? It's amazing. A single-celled organism like an amoeba can move, eat, grow, and even reproduce, all using just one tiny cell. So, even though it's small, it's incredibly powerful. This proves that cells are truly the foundation of life, no matter how big or small the organism is. So, to wrap it up, cells are the amazing little units that make up every living thing. From the powerhouses called mitochondria to the brain of the cell, the nucleus, and even the tiny unicellular organisms that do it all with just one cell. Cells are truly fascinating. I hope you enjoyed learning about these amazing facts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more science videos. And leave a comment telling us which fact blew your mind. See you next time with more exciting science.